welcome back to Zombie Apocalypse. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons.
Ah,
I believe in you. I think you still got it. You got a chance. You can do it,
have
everybody.
a full round of us before the
It'll be
zombies.
fine. Yeah, the zombies are done.
Except that Lane is on the ground, so
Lane can't really do much.
and our best buddy Cleric McGee Graveris is behind a wall of force. So
Typical
we don't know
rogues
what that
just
means.
laying around.
I know, so lazy.
So, Zahiri, my dear, it is your turn.
I quarterstaff punch the guy who's saving all the Constitution saves.
Okay, yeah, the one that's just knocking me
yeah.
down. Okay, you hit.
So it's a 6.
Okay, let me make that roll. Difficulty is, I don't know what that is. I just clicked initiative by accident. Hold on.
It should be 11 because 6 has been the same
Yeah,
for
let me roll that.
Yeah, we've had only 6s so far.
Hey, you kill him!
Yes.
All right, so your quarterstaff lashes out and smashes the zombie right in his dragon face, and whatever life essence was animating him, it exits, and he crumbles to a pile of mush and bones.
And I try and use my bonus unarmed sweep to attack the kneecaps of the other one.
Yeah, wail on that other dude.
Nice straight kick.
Get him. Yeah, you hit. All right, you deal 4 damage. Okay. All right. So you plant your foot right in his chest and staggers him, but doesn't kill him. Lane, can I ask you, please, for a death save?
I got a good feeling about this.
See a
Gonna
20.
use
Yeah, we're gonna roll 20 and get back up.
See it. 5% chance.
I'm going to use inspiration on it, so
Okay.
I can have it a little bit more
Yeah.
than 5%.
Yeah, do it.
Okay,
And then the second one.
Woo! I'll take the 14.
Yeah, take that 14.
I think probably the 14 is the way to go.
All right, so successful death save from Lane. Saris, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use my second spell and Thunder Wave. It only reaches in a 15-foot radius, so that means I think I get both zombies in it if they don't save, but no one else.
Yes, yeah, 15 feet out from you. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to click on the thing. At what level? Level
Thunder
1?
Cube. Yeah, rock and roll. Okay, so they need to make a Constitution save against DC 13.
Okay.
Otherwise, they will both take 6 damage and get shoved around. So let's
Rattled
see.
about.
All right, so the one closest to you, con save, DC 13. He saves.
So half damage.
And the furthest one also saves. So they both take 3.
Okay, well, it was something.
It
I
was
tried.
something. It was an AoE. You did 6 damage, so that's something. All right. Do you want to do anything else? Do you want to move? Or...
So I didn't if I try and move away, they have the chance to hit me. But
Yes.
did I get a little bit of stun? Maybe.
No, they'll still get a chance to take a swing at you if they. So the wave, the thunder wave, ripples over them. There's a clap of
And
thunder,
they just
and they just stand. They're quite solid. So maybe you peel away some of their flesh, but they don't go staggering back.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
I thought this glyph also takes 6 damage, does it not?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Which one?
The one right next to me,
Right next to it.
within the thunder wave.
Is the wave a cone or is it everything around
It
you?
says
It's in
each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution.
Right. No.
But
So
it does say
you have to make
creature.
the cube. It's the cube originating from you. So it's a
Yeah.
3x3 block. So to
Oh.
hit both, it would have to be
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
this shape.
So I only got 3 on the one guy.
You hit both of them.
Okay.
But the cube originates from you. So it could be here or here or here or up here. But there's no way, since they're kitty corner to each other, there's no way to get all that going. It's not a radius from you. It's a cube you create pointing from you out.
Okay, well, I created it on the zombies.
Yeah,
not
totally.
on the runes.
I appreciate the thinking though.
Definitely.
I tried. I mean, I maybe I should have. I don't know if it would have been better.
Yeah, the rune's also not a creature, so
But,
it's
like,
an object.
whatever.
But yeah, anyway. So Sarah, do you want to move?
If I move, they might get to down me.
Yeah, you may want to just stay where you are.
I'm just gonna stay.
All right, Gravaris, trapped in here
Well, this is awkward.
in a glass cube of emotion. What do you want to do?
So, as of my like free action, can I just like put a hand out and touch the field?
Oh yeah. It's not
It's
like
just a solid
electrified. It doesn't burn you or anything. It's just like
Yeah.
a solid wall of force. It like ripples. It's got like a slightly rubbery kind of effect as you push on it, but it
gives
doesn't.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
I curse loudly, and then I turn
Also
around
free action. Yep.
and I attack this thing,
Okay.
having seen it work to good effect for Saris.
Okay. Yeah. Make an attack roll. Nice. Yeah. You have no problem damaging it. Roll damage.
I
Cool.
need 6.
Yes, you obliterate that particular rune.
And does it do anything to the force field or no?
No, the force field remains.
I think we've destroyed the 2 runes of the zombies we've already killed as well. So that's
Yeah, so you just get in there with your dagger and gouge out the rune, and it vanishes. You can still move, but there's not really anywhere for you to go. Yeah, just for the sake of it, you can get over to the corner there. Okay, cool. All right, the 2 zombies.
Everybody pray.
The 2 zombies are gonna go. So Zahiri, your zombie. Let's see.
Rolls a 1. Rolls a 1.
Rolls a 1.
Might as well have. Okay, so your zombie misses. And Saris, your zombie.
Rolls a 1.
Rolls a 1.
Rolls a 1.
I got an 11, which is enough
That's
to
my
hit.
armor class.
Yeah, it's enough to hit your armor class.
No.
Oh no! I thought it was.
I thought it was.
why did
It's-
we have a shield yet?
It's your armor class or higher, so you take 5 bludgeoning damage as
I'm
the
down.
zombie
I'm down.
pummels you into
Saris, if we
unconsciousness.
survive
It's cool.
this-
She used all her
Zombie
spells.
unconscious me.
She used all her spells. It's cool.
If we survive this, we're getting you armor and a shield.
I should probably get
All right,
something.
uh,
I can't get armor. I'm a
Zahiri,
druid.
you are alone in a room full of zombies.
Not feeling great
What do you,
now.
yeah, what do you want to do?
Not perfect. I take a look back at the wall of force Graveris is hidden behind, and I'm
And
like,
I'm like pushing on it.
Yeah.
And you.
ah.
Mm.
And I guess I
Wait,
attack.
Can you rummage on Lane's body and take his healing potion? Just take it. Can you just take it? Because you could heal yourself a little, maybe. I don't know. Like,
I need to check something.
Just
Something
kill
about
them.
something about your armor class doesn't make sense to me, Saris, because you have
Yeah,
a dexterity
really
bonus
low.
and you're
I have-
wearing armor.
I'm wearing armor. Yeah,
11 shouldn't have put her down. That's why I was celebrating.
I'm wearing
like-
leather armor.
If
Yeah.
her dex bonus is 1 or better and she has any armor, that
Yeah.
would
You shouldn't have put her down. Yeah.
My dex bonus is
I think
one.
at some point your armor got changed because it should be like
Yes!
it should be like 13.
Yes!
What is
Wait,
leather?
really?
What does leather armor give you?
I don't think
Leather
we.
armor's
I don't
plus
think
2.
we adjusted it when I got leather armor. you
It's
know?
11 plus your dex modifier. So actually your armor class is 12, not 11.
Oh, yes!
12?
So that last hit didn't
So
hit you.
I am still at 3.
Yes,
You're
you're
so
still at
good.
3. That last hit technically wouldn't have hit.
Take the skull and crossbones off.
All right, you're free. Those are spelling questions. All right, anyway, Zahiri, it's still your turn.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, leather is 11 plus your dex
I mean,
modifier,
it's
not
still
10
a
plus.
horrible situation, and me taking a dodge action is not going to help us. So, I guess I just hit it and we pray. Like,
Got inspiration.
You
so
do have,
I
yeah,
can
you do have
do.
inspiration. It's true.
Yeah, inspiration.
And I will inspire myself.
So inspired. All right.
I'm so
Swing
inspired.
that
Um,
quarterstaff.
You're an inspiration to us
to-
all.
Quarterstaff.
You hit it.
And then I will deal 6 damage.
Okay.
And then I will unarmed strike.
Okay. Another
And
hit.
then I will deal 5 damage.
All right. It's getting pretty close. The thing's starting,
Oh
to,
my
starting to
God.
come apart.
Come on.
All right. So, Lane, death save, please.
Not
Okay.
dead yet.
Still
That's
good. Saris, it's your turn.
I guess would my scimitar or my I can't like I would have a disadvantage on
Pretty
fire.
slim, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just scimitar him.
Okay. Yeah, you hit.
That's pretty good.
It's a good hit. All right.
Yeah,
7 damage.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
mean, it's
hack
like
into
really-
his putrefying flesh and deal him a stout wound. Graveris,
Okay.
what do you want to do? Or actually, yeah, you don't want to move from where you're standing, Sarah. So Graveris, what do you
No,
want to do?
I still don't want to get hit.
It's wall of force, huh?
Yeah, it's like a slightly rubbery wall of force.
I
Arcana?
could try to slash my way through it.
You could attack it, or you could make an Arcana check to observe it. It's sort of the same as the runes.
I'm just going to attack it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
do it.
you untrapped.
Knife it. Okay, yeah, you hit. And you deal enough damage to pierce the thing,
Yes!
so it falls.
Yeah, just like slash at it a bunch with the dagger.
Cut it open like a pavilion tent, and it
Why is that there? I'm so confused.
dungeons.
To trap idiots like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oops.
but you cut through it. It's no longer.
Hold on. I deleted the entire universe. There you go.
Okay,
Cool.
so I cut through it
Yep. And now
And
you
then
can
I
move if you want to.
here.
All right.
Zombie, please don't kill me. Zombie, please.
All right, Graveris. So it is zombie time.
Aw.
Let me just re-add that magic circle I took away.
Okay, come on. Come on, zombies. Be dumb.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna not move all the way over there. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I realized that was foolish.
That's a different magic.
You need to have your distance.
Yeah, it's all
down.
glowing now. It's a different
You
magic
can only
circle.
shoot lasers at the same
All right, so Saris, let's attack you first.
Ah.
And I miss.
Really?
Yeah. Look, I got an 11.
That AC low.
That would be a second and another miss. So the zombies ineffectively just trying to kill you.
Finally, Adam.
And
Oh.
the great thing here is that now that you've realized you're wearing leather armor, you're letting it protect you.
Yeah.
So
Not that I
cool.
know that I am wearing leather armor. It was not my fault. I'm a noob. How is
Zahiri, it's your turn. It's okay. It was just it got recorded on your character sheet wrong. Like I think we just put the number in
That's
wrong.
updated a couple of times. Every time I've opened it, I've had to redo my AC. It's always dropped back down to like 10.
So Zahiri, go ahead and
I
take your turn.
attack.
Do it. A crit.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Yes.
That'll be 11 damage for your zombie.
All right, so hang on. 11 damage is definitely enough, and this is going to make for a much more difficult Constitution save. So I've got to make a DC 16
That's not Adam.
save. So DC 16 con save. You kill it by 1. The zombie crumbles to dust.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
I might,
This is the Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dave.
critical damage means it can't take the Constitution saving throw anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. Unless it's a crit, so I didn't even need to roll. Thank you, Dave.
This
Okay,
is
well,
this is the
right?
baseball swing of quarterstaff.
Yeah,
hits.
so crit
Right
crit
off.
damage or radiant damage bypasses that. So yeah, you just
Yeah.
crank his head off.
This is the absolute baseball swing, and I still have movement and an unarmed strike, so I'm gonna move in behind Saris's zombie and try and kick it through the back,
Okay,
like a flying kick.
nice.
Yeah.
And damage.
Bam! 3 damage.
Nice. All right. Things are slowly turning in your favor. Lane, you make your death save.
Please make your death save. Oh God.
So that's 2. That's 2 failed and 2 success, right?
I thought it was just one fail.
No, if you roll a 1, it counts as.
Roll a one.
Counts as 2.
Oh.
All right, Saris, it is your turn.
Hack slash scimitar time.
All right, do it. All right, so you hit for 4 damage. Okay, it's pretty close to the downing point. Graveris, Lane is in rough shape.
Save him!
Dave, I want you to remember this. Okay, spare the dying.
Okay. All right. So Mask recognizes one of his own and lays his protective guidance over the spirit of Lane,
Yeah,
trapping
it's like
it in
the
its
god
body.
of death is coming for Lane, and then Mask is just like, oh, look over there.
Yeah, secrets Lane's spirit away in his cloak
Yeah.
to return at a later date. That's awesome. All right, so you are spared, Lane. You no longer have to make death saves. This zombie is going to attack.
Zombie just walks past both of them, provoking an attack of opportunities, and kills me.
Yeah, exactly. He walks over and just fucks you up. I'm gonna roll a d2. I'm gonna flip a coin. 1 is Saris, 2 is Zahiri, and we'll see who I attack here. All right, so Zahiri. So it's
Oh, I'm
going
glad
to-
because you have a higher armor class than me.
Rah! And it misses.
Yes!
Flailing helplessly. Zahiri, you want to try and finish this thing off?
I perform the patented Zahiri quarterstaff tail kung fu and 7
brought to
from the quarterstaff. I think because
No,
it
that
rolled
was 7
weird.
for the unarmed.
No, but it rolled a d6, and it's not supposed to do that for the unarmed, so it's just
So,
like
yeah,
showing up weird.
7.
Oh.
7 for the quarterstaff, 6 from the unarmed.
Okay. So the 7 from the quarterstaff. Let's deal with that first. Means it needs to make a DC 12 save.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Okay.
Die.
Yep, got it. And then it's got to make a DC 11 save for the second hit.
Come on.
Yes.
It dies. Yeah, you put your boot up its ass and it disintegrates. Goes back to zombie heaven
Yeah.
and it is dead.
Zombie heaven.
Yeah. All
What a
right.
wonderful place, zombie heaven.
So when the 2 zombies are dispatched, the runes on the floor dim. They go dark. They turn off.
There's still this weird red circle.
And yeah, so what remains in the room is that strange red circle. Yeah. So what do you want to do?
Investigate it.
I turn to our fallen companion and be like, does anybody have a way to get Lane back on his feet?
Yeah,
I'm
I
out
reach
of
down and I'm
spells.
like whispering in Lane's ear and like touching his shoulder. And I'm gonna cure him.
Yeah, good call.
But
Because as Dave just rolled, it would take 2 hours for him to wake up on his own.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So it's just
So just yeah, D8. It's a D8 plus your casting modifier. So D8 plus 3.
So you get 4 HP because I'm terrible at rolling.
Mask returns you to life with 4 of your hit
Exactly, and
points.
it's like I'm like collecting his soul that Mask secreted away and putting it back into his body, like gently ushering it back in. But it hurts a lot.
Yeah. So I think Lane like gets up and he's spluttering and his like eyes are like huge. And he looks around and he looks to you, Grapharis, and I think he says, Nimith?
I
then
like
he,
look
like,
at you
looks around
askance
and
and
he's
say, "You got lucky this time. Can't always pull you back."
Oh,
And I
well,
walk
it's finally
walk
my
over.
I'm inspecting my attire, which is covered in zombie detritus, and very disappointedly brushing off things.
Cool. So yeah, the only other thing in the room is this magic circle. And if someone would like to examine it, you can make an Arcana check.
I think
to,
Saris was gonna check it out.
Yeah, so
I can attempt to do so.
Someone else can help as well if they want to. So you can have advantage on that roll.
What's your
I want
plus on
to
it?
cast guidance and then help.
Okay. All right. So Saris, roll another D4 and add it to that 15.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 16 now.
So you hear the whisperings of Gravaris' god in your ear.
I shiver a little bit. I'm just like, that's. Ugh.
Yeah, and like plucking a coin from a rich man's pocket, you can pick out little bits of information that guide you in the right direction. This is, with no doubt in your mind, it's a teleportation circle. It's a tool used by magicians and sorcerers and they're like for traveling from one place to another. There is a paired circle like this one somewhere else in the world. And usually it requires knowing the keywords or having a specific item like a ring or a key or something. You step into the circle, touch the staff that's embedded in the floor, say the magic words, and you teleport to the other place. They work in both directions. So if there's someone on the other side, they could use it to get here as well.
Okay, guys, this is a teleportation circle, and that means that someone could get here very easily. But we should probably skedaddle or
Yeah, I walk
get rid
into
of
it
or
and grab the staff,
Mhm.
and I just try to like pull it. Break the circle.
Yank it out of the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It doesn't require any special roll to cause damage. It's a fragile magical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yanking the staff. I think when you pull the staff out of the floor, you become king of the Britons.
Yeah,
and
great.
no, so when you pull it, it's in like 2 feet in a hole. It's like, a 5-foot staff with another 2 or 3 feet below. And as you pull it up, lightning kind of like sparks out of the hole, and then you yank it out with a pop, and the lightning stops. And maybe like a sound or a pressure or a tension you didn't notice was in the room before is suddenly gone.
There's like white noise that dissipates. And
Yeah, there was a white noise you didn't even really notice was there until now it's not. It's like someone's fridge turning off. And you're like, yeah, now you have this inert metal rod in your hand.
And I walk past Zahiri and hand it to her.
Cool.
Metal work.
Here's an inert metal rod.
I take the rod. It's about the same length as my quarterstaff, so I take the rod.
Totally.
Now you have 2 quarterstaffs.
Hell yeah!
Double staffing it. Okay. So is there anything else you would like to do in this room or this dungeon before you leave?
I mean, like, there was a pile of fake metal coins. Can we see if any of the stuff in there was real?
No, they're all painted gold.
Gosh, darn it.
I actually wanted to, while the pulling of the staff was happening out like ground, go over to Lane, and sort of like pat him on the shoulder a little bit gently because he just gotten up from being unconscious and be like, "You did good. Like I think we did pretty good." You know, like trying to be encouraging and just generally like camaraderie.
He's very spooked, but he like nods and smiles appreciatively.
All right, so can we because we went through a sarcophagus down into this area and we didn't really find anything. We didn't find anything out other than somebody's been transporting down here.
Well, so there was the little lab where, what was that guy's name? Raxel, Raaxil. Raxel was left a note about the process. So there's some kind of necromantic alchemy that had been going on here. They've been using dragon parts and human parts and other things to like try to create Drago zombies. They succeeded to a degree. And that's kind of what's going on.
Can we look around for like any ability, like, cause we were locked down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if it unlocked. Can we
Yeah,
check and make sure if there's any like trigger or anything? Can we I don't know, perceive stuff?
Sure. Yeah.
While we were down here, we activated a thing that drained all the oxygen out of the tomb upstairs.
Exactly.
He was just dead.
Keith's burnt corpse lies stuck in the door. Sorry, Lane, you're going to say something?
Yes, before we attempt anything more, now that the room seems at least mostly secure, why don't we take a short rest?
Yeah, that's reasonable if you want to just like hang out down here.
A charest.
So I think actually you don't get all the way through your short rest before I think maybe like 10 or 15 minutes pass before echoing through the corridors you hear the voice of Brother Keith who shouts it's like, are you still down there? The door's opened. Is everyone all right?
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the creepy ice wall still happening?
Yes, they are still in place.
All right. I
You
walk
can walk
through it.
just as soon.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
We'll go around the long way.
Okay.
Relatively all right.
Yeah, okay. So you can take the walk and like you come upstairs and yeah, there's sunlight and fresh air and the door is open.
Yay.
And around the edge of like both edges of the doors there's all these like chip marks in the wall. And when you come up, Brother Keith says, he's like, I don't know what happened. I was prying away at it and suddenly it popped open. And he kind of like smiles and he's like, it must be stronger than I thought. Just needed to loosen it up a little first. What did you find down there?
Keith, Brother Keith, I think you owe us some money, Brother Keith.
He nods. He's like, of course. But so he like, takes the pouch out and he's like, but what did you see?
Here's your holy water, Brother Keith. Don't take that out of our pay, Brother Keith.
And like I have my dagger out and I just kind of like not quite point it at him, but I like raise it just a little bit and I'm like, knowing what's down there costs extra.
He squints at you and he's like, I don't understand. Are you shaking me down?
No, we would never
So
do that.
he-
What we're saying is there's some hazard pay, I think.
He grumbles and he says, I have no more coins to give you, but I can tell you this. It's within my power to allow you to keep any items you might have found while you were down there. I could draw eyes off any kind of official inquisition, in case you found anything that you'd like to keep your hands on. I mean, otherwise,
So you're
there'll be
saying that
paperwork.
if we weren't threatening you right now, you would take anything that we found in our very hazardous journey to the bottom of
He nods and he's like, yes, I suppose that is what I'm saying.
Whoa, serious? No, we're not threatening. We would never threaten. That's not a thing we do.
Can I
Yeah,
just
like,
I'm like trying
is
to
it
get
possible for me to just push past him? Like,
Oh yeah, you can walk out. Sure.
I'm just gonna push past him and go to the green tree
Sure.
pond area and sit down and like try and regain anything.
Cool. And I offer to show Keith around the tomb downstairs.
Yeah. So he gives you the coins. And do you show him around, or you tell him what's down there? Because he's still.
Oh, I'll offer to show him. But
Yeah.
Also,
He's like, I think for now it's sufficient if you just describe it to me.
yeah. So like I warn him about all the traps and weirdness and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and he listens very, very intently, and is nodding occasionally. And you get the impression that you're confirming things he already suspected. And at this point, he tells you, he says, it's as we thought. I have to tell you the source of these rumors. I work for an organization called the Lord's Alliance. We are peacekeepers in this part of the world, and some agents of ours had let us know that there had been increased dragon activity around here. I have to thank you. And he like puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, you've done a good turn for the forces of law in the world today.
Well, that's a first.
I have
cough.
Yeah, right. It's like I have a fear. The Welcomers, you're familiar with them? Local thieves guild,
Oh, yeah.
Nasty individuals.
We've met him.
It seems they've been doing some investigations regarding various dragon-themed activity in the last month as well. They may be involved. And if what you described to me is true, and he kind of like looks down, you can see him sort of thinking about what you told him. He's like, I fear someone is trying to build a Dracolich. Gods help us if that's the case. And he presses the coins into your palm, and he says, I thank you on behalf of both the Church of Kelimvor and the Lord's Alliance. I hope you and your friends intend to stick around a little longer. There may be more work for folks such as you yet.
It's just getting interesting. Really.
He laughs and he says, that's one way of looking at it. So, unless there's any other stuff you want to ask Keith the Beef, he will turn you loose with your reward. And we can give you some experience points, and we have enough time to level everybody up to level 2. Y'all survive.
I want to do that.
All right, so
Yay, we win.
so there's
D&D's
150 gold to split among the 4 of you.
150. I thought it was 100.
100 from him, and then 50 from the gem.
Oh, right.
Unless
Okay.
Lane is Lane's neutral good. I assume he will.
No, sure.
Wait.
I mean, if you want to keep it.
Lane, did we give back the holy water? Didn't you have it, or are you just gonna like?
If he doesn't ask for it, and if he doesn't ask for the pay for it, I'm not going to give it to him.
I mean, he would. He would ask you to either pay for it.
I'll give it.
Yeah, give it back.
Okay.
Because he needs
If
it
we
for
need to
stuff.
fight more undead in the future, we'll just buy more. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so you receive anyone who was a part of the Lord's Alliance would receive 1 renown from forming Brother Keith. Everyone gets 5 downtime days. Someone has for permanent items a protection from evil and good scroll.
Gravaris was
Yeah,
carrying
Gravis
it.
got that one, and then comprehend languages scroll.
That was me.
as well. Okay, and then everybody gets 100 experience. You definitely maxed that one out. So the XP comes from the fights that you did, but also clearing out the crypt, which you did, and solving the gem puzzle without me having to like nudge you along. You got that one way under control.
Yeah, we had that. We did
Yeah,
that.
You got that for real. Cool. All right.
How much gold do we each get?
I'm not sure. Math.
Math.
150 divided by 4.
Yeah, 37 and a half. 37 gold, 5 silver.
Okay, 37.
So when leveling up using the Adventurers League rules, normally you'd be given the opportunity to roll for hit points, which can either be great or terrible. Instead, you get your flat average HP every level. So in the let me see the character sheet here.
It's high average, isn't it? So
fixed hit point value shown in your class entry. So whatever your class is.
So
I
5
think for
plus
a D8
con
it's
for
5.
D8s, yeah.
Yeah. So if you're following along,
Oh, right.
in your player's handbook, for you, we'll do what we did with character creation before. We'll walk through it with our druid.
Yay, Druid!
So at level 2, you'd think I would know what letter druid starts with.
It's D, Adam, it's D.
At level 2, you gain another 5 plus your Constitution modifier in hit points.
His Constitution modifier is 2, so I get 7 hit points.
Yeah.
Yay, I'm stronger!
So you get another 7 hit points. Your hit dice, if you look at that section, that hit dice goes up to 2.
Okay, so 2d8?
Yep.
Okay.
Your druid level obviously rises to 2.
My druid level, yeah. And then do we put the experience points back down to 0? Or?
Nope, you stay at 300. You need, what's it to second level? 650?
900.
Is it 9 to second?
Yeah.
Or 9 to third, rather? Yeah, right. So change that 300. Say you need 900 to get to your next level. So you could say 300 of 900 if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that
got
for
it.
my own.
Okay. Excellent.
Big
And
question that we talked about.
what's that, Dave?
Specifically, Ceres has a big choice to make at level 2.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
do,
I'm
and I
gonna fix
about
your.
it.
I'm gonna fix your armor class too. I see.
Okay.
I know now why it got
You should
de-automated.
spend the gold now to buy like up to studded leather or like hide or something.
Yeah. Do you want to buy better armor?
Yeah, that'd be,
Okay.
yeah.
I think hide armor is your best choice.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Where on the sheet is like the reference to what level class you are and stuff? Oh, right there, right at the top. I'm an idiot. All right.
It took ages as well.
Okay, so
Let me
if
find
I...
your hide armor here. So we should be able to
Let's be sneaky.
add hide armor. There we go. Boop. And
And just take
it
off-
auto adjusts your armor class. There we go. It's just because we typed leather armor instead of just dragging it from the compendium.
Okay.
So now your armor class is set properly. It's a 13.
Okay.
That's good. You're in hide armor instead of leather. And it costs you from your total gold. I think I have it written in here. It costs. Let's see. I wrote it down on put it in one of the handouts. Armor. There it is. Hide is 10 gold. So just reduce your gold by 10.
Okay, that's not too much.
That's not bad at all. Cool. Okay, so at second level, you get 1 additional first level spell slot.
Okay.
So pop over to the spells tab on your sheet.
So I go ahead and put in, just raise it 4.
It should be just raise it from 2 to 3.
Oh, it already did that.
Yes, yeah, when you change levels, so now it's up. So now you can cast 3.
What's the second number there?
It's how many it's prepared and slots.
Because before we were saying I could prepare 4 and only use 2. So now I can.
Yeah, no. So it doesn't change. It doesn't change how many you can prepare. It just changes the number
that you can use.
Yeah.
Your
But
prepared number will go
I was
up
gonna
by
say,
1.
but also you get 1 more spell you can prepare as well because it's always plus your level.
Okay. So where do I put prepare? Like in the second box? 5?
I think that's the intent. But I can't. Looking at the sheet, I'm not sure if it's intended to be number of slots and then how many you've used.
I'll just know.
Yeah,
that I can
it's
prepare
basically
5
you
now.
can prepare 5 spells now, and you can cast 3 of them.
Okay.
5 and 3. That's your two things. And then the other thing that happens at this level,
Do I get a cantrip?
as a druid.
No, I
no, your
don't.
cantrips stay the same. They stay at
Okay.
2 for now. Starting at second level, you gain the ability to shapeshift. You get wild shape.
Ooh.
So under your wild shape section here, it's between your flaw and your little box we put dark vision.
I see it.
Yep. You can use this feature twice and you regain your expended uses whenever you take a rest. So put a 2 for wild shape.
Okay.
You can shapeshift into, and this is something you can take a look at in the basic rules. They've got a bunch of like animal shapes, and in the back of the player's handbook, anything that's up to a max CR of 1/4. You and I can talk about this a little bit more between sessions,
Okay.
but like for example, you.
So
can
what
turn...
does CR mean?
So CR is a way that the GM can determine how difficult a monster is to fight, and it's a way to gauge power level for things. So, for example, a bat is CR 0. A bear is CR 1/2. So you could turn into a bat, but not a bear. You could turn into a boar. You could turn into a cat. You turn into a constrictor snake. All of these creature stats are on page 304 in the player's handbook.
Okay, 3 or 4.
Yeah. And so when you do that as a druid, at level 2, you'll be able to turn into anything that's 1/4 or lower. And when you shapeshift, like for example, a wolf, when you shapeshift into something like that, technically you can't be a bat because it can fly. You can't fly yet.
I can't fly it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You stay in beast shape for a number of hours equal to half your level, rounded down, and then revert back to your normal form. And while you're transformed, your stats, your strength, dex, and con are replaced with the creature's version. But your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma stay the same. And you assume the beast's hit points and hit dice. So you get their hit points instead of your own. When you revert to your normal form, you return to the number of points you had before you transformed. So if you have 17 now, you shapeshift into something with 10 hit points, you lose 10 hit points, and shapeshift back, you're back at 17. So you've just basically given yourself the ability twice a day to have a full creature worth of additional hit points.
Okay.
You can't cast spells when you're in your beast form, though. But you retain the benefits from any other feature of your race, class, or other source, and can use them if that form is physically capable of doing so.
So I could still use like wild, Mask of the Wild.
Mask of the Wild, magic still can't put you to sleep. You have advantage against being charmed. All that is true. You can choose whether your equipment falls to the ground where you're standing, or merges into your new form, or is worn by it. So you could be like a wolf with a necklace, or whatever. But the GM decides if it's practical for the form to wear or not. So you couldn't turn your hide armor into wolf armor. So that's a thing that happens. And the other thing you need to do at this level, and like Dave said, and this is something we're going to want to talk about probably in the Slack between sessions, you have to choose the path your character will walk for the rest of the game. Now, because this is adventure,
I've been thinking about it.
Because it's Adventurers League, you can go back and change this all the way up to level 5. But this is where you choose if you want to be a caster druid or a shape-shifting druid.
Yeah,
Circle of
I've
the
already
land.
thought about it, and the thing is
Circle
I
moon.
thought about what would benefit the team most, and decided that I don't give a shit, and I want to be a spellcaster druid instead of a.
Yep.
I know. I was like, yeah, it would be valuable for me to be able to be a bear, but also that's not how I want to play.
Well,
so.
the other
It's
thing
also
too.
valuable for you to call lightning from the sky.
Yeah, the other thing is that the party doesn't have a dedicated caster either, really.
So actually, either of the roles is perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather be spellcasting in fights than meleeing. So
yeah.
that
So
was my decision at the moment. It's
so that's Druid of the Land, right? That you want to go with. So
I think that was the circle.
yeah, Circle of the Land gives you an extra cantrip,
Yes.
natural recovery, and then more. It'll give you more spells as you go on.
Yeah, that was what I wanted to do. It was
All right.
Circle of the Land. Do I have to choose what land, or does it matter?
Not to level 3.
Okay.
So right now you gain 1 additional cantrip of your choice. So you learn a new cantrip. And then write down, just make a note on your abilities that you have natural recovery. So now you can, during a short rest, you can recover spell slots. So you're going to get more spells more quickly. Cool. Okay. Let's talk quickly about the other characters. So, Andrew, your character at this level will gain some cool cleric stuff.
Well,
I'm
considering multi-classing as well, though.
Yeah, so your options are you get Channel Divinity and your Divine Domain feature.
Which is that I get to make a duplicate of myself and use it as a point of origin for my spells.
That's pretty dope.
Amazing.
Yeah, shadow version of you. Now you can always come back and level up again.
I intend to, I want to get just 1 rogue level so that I can.
Do you want to just take that now then?
Bonuses, and then I can use my double to give myself sneak attack on things. And then do sneak attack, touch attacks on things and pull them
So
up.
I don't think I've ever done anything with the rules for multi-classing. Dave, do you know how they work?
I haven't done it in 5e, so I have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
This is something I have no idea about too.
they're super lenient. I think it's a stat requirement, actually. I think you need like a 12 or 13 in dexterity to be able to pick rogue.
Should be no problem.
But yeah,
Well, yeah, I have 14 decks, so
it's not particularly stringent. It says as well what things you'll get access to.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
like
trying
you
to
don't
find the page.
proficiency for the weapons and stuff. but you get-
Multi-classing. Here we go.
Yeah.
because the other nice thing would be to get the weapon proficiency, so I can use a short
Yeah,
sword.
so here's how it works. You have to have at least 13 decks, which you do. You gain hit points from your new class, as described for levels after the first. So,
yeah, so I would get 4 instead of 5.
Yeah, you'll get 4. Okay. Your hit dice are a weird thing now because now you have 1d8 and 1d6, right? Like,
Okay, yeah. So
or
the
whatever.
actual-
You have 1 rogue and 1 cleric hit die.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I think there's a multi-class. Yeah, here we go. Second class. Let me add it for you.
Okay,
Rogue.
cool. Yeah.
There you go. So now you're cleric 1, rogue 1.
Great.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
You gain a proficiency bonus based on your total character level, so that's fine. You don't have to worry about that. Multi-classing proficiencies. You are now proficient in light armor, 1 skill from the class's skill list, and thieves' tools.
Cool.
That's how that works. What skill do you want to become proficient in?
I already have a lot of them,
Yeah.
but can you remind me what the skill list
Yeah, I'm
is?
getting to him right now. So the skill list, skills are acrobatics, athletics, deception, insight, intimidation, investigation, perception, performance, persuasion, sleight of hand, and stealth.
I'll take perception because I already have sleight of hand, stealth,
very
persuasion,
Okay.
deception, and athletics.
So your passive perception jumps up to 15.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So now both Saris and I have good.
Yay!
Nice.
That's good. Yeah. So Saris is.
Do I get extra saving throw proficiencies?
I'm just gonna check class features.
Oh yeah, and I guess do I get sneak attack?
Yeah.
get
So when you gain a new level in a class, you get its features for that level. A few features, however, have additional rules when you're multi-classing. Channel Divinity, which is fine, you're not multi-classing into it. Extra Attack, you're not doing any of that. Unarmored Defense, and Spellcasting. So, no, you just get all the rogue first level stuff
Yeah.
at the cost of being, like, all their special abilities. So Sneak Attack and whatever the other
Well,
stuff
I'll
is
get
called.
Dave to teach me all about setting that up.
The ways of the rogue. Okay, cool. So we got a multi-class, we got cleric rogue. I'm gonna have to update. I'll update the overlay. I'll get you a little rogue icon there too.
Yay!
Cool. Elf, do you have to decide whether you're doing like?
No, that's
Fireball,
next
that's
level.
third level, right?
Next level, I get my which is gonna be the martial one.
Right. Cool.
But this level I get unarmored movement, which gives me extra 10-foot movement when I'm not wearing an armor or
Wow.
when I'm not wearing armor or carrying a shield. I think it is. I get my key points, which are basically like my monk resource.
That's right. Yeah.
So I get key points, which allow me to do 3 things at level 1. I get 2 key points per short or long rest. And the 3 things it allows me to do are Flurry of Blows, which is immediately after you take an attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Wicked.
So I have martial arts, so I can always make 1, but if I spend a key point, I can make 2. There's also Step of the Wind, which is take a bonus action disengage. Yeah, disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn, and your jump distance is doubled for the turn. So that's
So you
another
can,
one I can do.
Move further or
Yeah.
disengage for free.
And the third one is Patient Defense, which is I can spend a key point to take a dodge action as a bonus action.
Dang.
Wicked.
Which will give stuff that attacks me disadvantage. So.
That's
So-
awesome.
Can somebody explain to me real quick? We're talking about my third cantrip. It says in Shillelagh that I use my spellcasting ability instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls. So what would that
Yes.
be for me?
So it's wisdom.
It's wisdom,
So
so-
normally with a shillelagh, you'd be using strength,
Okay.
but instead you smite them with your wisdom. So
Okay,
instead of a
so
-1, it's
So I think that I'm going to have Shillelagh be my third cantrip, and then buy a quarterstaff, and also like they suggested I buy a shield. So
Yeah, shield would hurt. So let me
I
show
will buy
you
both
if you
of
want to add a new shield to your character sheet. On the core page, under equipment down on the bottom in the middle, if you create a new blank slot like I just did, in the compendium, which is little like the eye, the thing.
And there.
If you find shield, you can just click. I'll do it here. So you just click and drag it, and it adds the shield, and your armor class will go up.
Okay, and then
now your AC's 15. Look at you.
Yay! And then obviously I need to have a quarterstaff to be able to do Shillelagh. So I need to buy a quarterstaff.
Okay.
Shillelagh.
All right, and did you add Shillelagh to your?
I'm doing that right now.
I will leave you to it. While you're doing that, Dave, do you wanna polish us off and tell us about what your level 2 means?
Well, I was actually thinking about multi-classing as well.
Ooh, damn!
Are you gonna go Rogue Ranger?
I was gonna go Rogue Fighter.
Oh,
Nice.
There's always room for a level or two of fighter.
Yeah,
Always.
that's dope.
Yeah, it's like I'm feeling like as I'm playing this character a bit more, he's not acting like the roguey one in the group. Like being like a fighter, or at least someone who, is about
Somewhere in
combat,
between.
but it's like kind of turning from like lawlessness to being someone who wants to like help other people and stuff. So I think like as he gets the experience reflected in like becoming better with his weapons and becoming kind of like tougher now, especially with his brief stroke with death. I mean, it's been a long time, and he was like almost having that kind of delusion of like never being able to die.
Yeah.
So now that he has, he's kind of like, I should, rethink this sort of deal. I've never been very good at stealing things, but maybe I'm good at fighting. So
I like that, and it gives you some good options to improve on the stuff that you're already doing, right? Like, are you gonna take archery as your fighting style?
Yeah, I was thinking of taking up archery.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I just, Saris, I just changed something on your character sheet. If you want a shield, Shillelagh has to be used on a club, not a quarterstaff.
I would rather have a cool looking staff though.
But then you can't have your shield, and your armor class drops down to 13. Either one is fine. You make that decision. The Shillelagh damage is going to be.
What's the difference in that?
Actually, when you're swinging a quarterstaff in a club, not much. I think a club is still a D6.
Club's a D4 minus.
But if you're not using the actual club, it doesn't matter because you're using Shillelagh. So, like, mechanically, it's more about how you want to look than it is about.
I know, but I want to look like a cool lady with.
I know that.
So here's the thing: whether you're using a club or a quarterstaff doesn't matter. They both become a D8 if you cast Shillelagh on it. So it'll be a D8 plus 3 damage. Regardless, that's just really good. Regardless of whether it's a club or a quarterstaff. So using a shield and a club is actually a lot smarter because you get higher damage and the shield. Whereas with a quarterstaff and the Shillelagh spell, it's the same, and you just lose the 2 armor class.
Can it be a pretty club?
Oh yeah. Club just means like a one-handed staff. You can describe it to be as beautiful as you want.
Like a walking stick or something.
I have
a cane or
Can it be a badass cane?
Yeah, totally. You can describe it however you want as long as it's a one-hand wieldable piece of wood.
Okay. One-handed Shillelagh.
Yeah.
Just the word club makes me think I'm carrying a kid's shield and a baseball bat.
Yeah, I got a riot shield and a baton.
That's not what I want to be.
The flavor's up to you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You can I think that you can use a quarterstaff in one hand, but it's heavier and because it's versatile. So if you want to use a quarterstaff, the damage and stuff is the same. It's a little heavier. So either way is fine because your Shillelagh means that neither of those really count for stats.
I mean, just like if I use, because can I, like, when you're talking about fighting with Shillelagh,
Mhm.
like, how, like, do I just, like, immediately cast that as soon as we go into combat? Or, like,
It does
how long-
take an action, so
Okay.
it is, but you can cast it over and over because it's a cantrip. So
Okay. So,
Um,
like, I'm just carrying some piece of wood, and as soon as I cast this, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
the length, it's transmutated into this beautiful magical thing.
yeah,
right?
it can look however you want. Yeah, once you cast
Okay.
Shillelagh, it goes through its magical girl transformation, and it's a wand with a big heart on top. If you want, it doesn't matter.
I don't want it to. That's dumb.
Cool. It turns into a giant stick full of knives and
Yeah.
looks awesome. Yeah.
Better.
Okay, I got you.
A giant stick full of knives.
Yeah, it's just knives bristling from every angle. So Dave, did you know what fighting style you want to take now, or do you want to wait?
Like, I'm still sort of deciding between whether I give up rogue entirely and just go 2 levels in fighter. But it will probably end up being a rain. Well,
Right, because that's actually also an option, and it's a good time to do it if you want to be like, I was never a rogue from the beginning. I was just a fighter all along. You can definitely do that.
And you could like be a fighter, but take some of the like rogue skills
yeah, and it's
and have that.
weird as well because if I was a fighter, I would be very tempted to go melee because it's what we're missing.
Yeah. Sure. Well, I mean,
And
we got
I mean-
until the next session to think about
Yeah.
it. You can.
You can change stuff because it's Adventurers League. So I mean,
Yeah.
And at level 2, even if I'm being like a little bit scummy, at level 2, 1 rogue, 1 fighter is way stronger than level 2 of either.
That's true. Yeah, it is totally true. And you're
And then
allowed to
at,
be a
like,
little
level
scummy
3, I can
because
cure it or
I'm
whatever.
still.
Yeah,
trying
I
to
don't
kill
think there's anything wrong with you keeping your rogue level.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go out on a game design limb here and say if it's in the game and you're using it to play the game, it's not cheating or scummy. So do what you want.
yeah, nobody said that except for Dave himself.
That's true. Cool. All right. Well, let's do some shout outs and put our level 2 survivors to bed. Elf, you want to go first?
Yay, we didn't die again.
Congratulations, everybody, by the way.
Yay, we made it. Hi, everyone. I'm Distracted Elf. I play Zahiri here, obviously, as you've just seen. Thank you, Adam, for a great game, by the way. Yeah, I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm a part of a Twitch streamer, and I play games and do a variety of things. You can find me in the links that are in the thing in chat, which I think is a thing.
Yeah, we have chat commands now for
So,
everybody. Thank
We
you,
can do
Alex.
that.
Yeah.
There you go, Alex. Alex has got us, yeah. And yeah, come check it out. I stream pretty much every day except for weekends when I'm away LARPing because I'm a huge nerd. Speaking of which, there's awesome pictures on my Twitter of my newest LARP character. If you haven't seen them, please look. She's cool.
She's really cool.
Anyway, there you go.
Wicked. Thanks, Elf. Andrew, why don't you go next?
Yeah, I'm Andrew. You can find me on Twitter and on Twitch. And I do stuff, except not lately because my computer is dead.
Oh,
My
man.
laptop only. I've been doing like painting miniatures lately and stuff like that on stream, but it's all kind of on hiatus until I repair my computer. So keep an eye out for me reemerge.
Yeah, make sure you throw Andrew a follow because his miniature painting streams are super relaxing.
Mhm.
Cool. Dave, you want to go next? I saw you streaming, Dave. I saw it happen.
It was, yeah. I'm doing that a little bit more now. So I'm on Twitter as well, and I'm Dave_the_human. And I kind of want, now that I found out you get like but I should also, I feel like, do something to deserve people following me. Yeah. I'm going to probably stream a bunch more because I found that I really like streaming while I'm playing WoW. It just like makes it more interesting. And with the pre-patch out, as some people might know who follow the game, I've been playing a bunch of World of Warcraft again, prepping myself for the community guild that I'm kind of spearheading for Adam. That's going to come about properly from Legion. So if you're a subscriber there, you know, get on the Discord and you can join in. But I'm probably going to start streaming that more often as well. Or start streaming at all more often.
Sweet. Yeah, Dave knows more about World of Warcraft than I think anybody that I know. And if you want a preview of what it's going to be like when I play World of Warcraft, which is to say Dave telling me how to play World of Warcraft, go check out his stream.
Yeah, stop playing wrong, Adam.
It's like when I was playing Dark Souls. Dave just
Man, you guys are
knows how
making me
not to
want
do it.
to. You guys are making me want to play World of Warcraft now. Like,
Well,
just
when Legion comes out, you too can join the Order of Operations.
I got the itch. Like, it's an old addiction that never goes away.
I know, right? Terrible.
Someone in chat pointed out that I don't actually get an extra cantrip.
Why not?
That's what they said. It says actually in the druid level 2nd, cantrips known to.
Let me take a look at this shit.
I think you get your third.
This is for you, Erithicus. Let's see. Here we go. When you choose this circle at second level,
Circle, right?
you learn one additional druid cantrip of your choice.
Boom! Knowledge.
Rules. Thank you, though, for looking those rules up, because sometimes we do screw things up. So I appreciate that, Erithicus. Anyway, hit it, Blue Jay.
I'm Blue Jay, partnered Twitch streamer. I Twitch stream. That's my job, which is crazy. I also have been watching a lot of D&D ever since we started this because it's so much fun. And, you can find me at twitch.tv/bluejay or Twitter. I tweet a lot. I'm a tweeter. And I also do some creative streaming in addition to games. I do cooking and baking and stuff. So that's me.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. I am your dungeon master, Adam Coble. You can find me on the internet, Twitter-wise, Skinny Ghost, twitch.tv/Adam Coble. I'm going to be actually going to Texas in not that long for the next couple of days. So I'm not going to be streaming until Sunday, but on Sunday night, I think we're going to probably finish off Valhalla if you're interested in checking out me completing that cyberpunk dating sim thing. So come by, check that out. As always, you can follow Roll20 at Roll20 app, and check us out on YouTube at MSRoll20 if you missed any of the previous episodes. Starting next week, I'm going to be doing my DM prep stream for this show, so I'll show you how to set up all the cool lighting effects and the tokens and the hoo-ha that you saw happening in this adventure. So we'll set that up next week. I'll post my schedule on Twitter probably on Monday, so you can see when that's at. Otherwise, we'll be back on Thursday for more Adventurers League. So come on back. See you around, everybody.